Hey folks, it's Tom, your Frugal Prepper. So, man, I really rode some coasters last night. We had fun. I rode the stunt coaster over and over. We just had fun. We rode the Beast, we rode the Orion. I'm getting quite a bit thinner now. It's really hard to see, but yeah. So I can get in most of the coasters without any assistance. In fact, all of them. So that's really nice. They don't have to come and push on the bar and be like, "Oh, are you comfortable?" And try to get it to click one more time and all that. But I am hungry this morning. I have got to go work on some cars, lift some weights, work on some cars, and fit a haircut in at some point. This is getting a little long. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is. So it's a fun day. It's a weekend. I got water that garden too. So it's about 8:30 and I'm hungry. I normally don't get hungry for breakfast, but I'm hungry this morning. So I'm going to show you how hard it is when you cook on Carnivore, how crazy the recipes are, and how much work you have to go through. So I'll show you here. So what we do is we take a chuck roast and we slice it up into pieces about that thick. And I like to let my chuck roast age a little till it starts to change color. It tastes better that way than it does perfectly fresh. But anyway, we turn on this burner and we turn on this burner. And we take this wire brush and we just wire brush off the grill. And now we close the lid and we let it heat up. About 400 degrees or so. So while this is heating up, we'll talk a little bit. Like, I keep having to buy smaller cloves. Like, this is a 3X and it's pretty loose. It's so I ordered 2X cloves for the first time. And I mean, when I fasted for 90 days, I could fit in some 2X shirts a little bit. But most 2X shirts were still too small for me. So that's pretty awesome, right? That's like going to be the thinnest I've ever been in my adult life. So I am technically no longer morbidly obese, which I could have said that I wasn't morbidly obese 20 pounds ago. Because it's 80 to 100 pounds overweight. And my ideal weight's like 186 to 202 or something. Or 176 to 202, something like that. So I could say, like, oh, I'm 270 now, so I just need to lose 68 pounds. But I'm saying I'm going to, 190, right? So that puts me about 80 pounds away from my ideal weight. And I'm officially, by no qualifications that I've found, any charts, none of them can I be considered morbidly obese now. First time in my adult life. I feel great. I feel happy. I dance to the music at Kings Island. I'll do the hula hoop contest. I don't care. I will just have fun. I will just have tons of fun and be goofy and laugh and ride coasters. And like, that's just changed so much for me. I'm not embarrassed anymore to do something stupid and just have fun and just laugh about it, So that's pretty amazing. I'm just a happy guy. I am just so happy. I don't know if I was depressed before, but I wasn't this happy. All right, we're about ready. Our meat's about ready to go on. All right, so we'll get nearly 600 degrees here. That's a little hot. I'll stand up and we'll just open this up. Ooh. That's gonna be good. And now we just take our meat and we just lay it down there like so. Ideally, you get it all cut apart and it doesn't stick together, but sometimes it does. All right, now we close this. Woo. Hey, I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit because it's getting a little too hot in there. And now we let it cook for a few minutes on that side. But yeah, today I have a bunch of stuff to do. It's a weekend day. And I don't know. I could even go back to Kings Island tonight. I don't know. I'm just having fun. I just really enjoy life again. What I'm not enjoying so much is sitting at my desk working. I mean, I enjoy the work that I do when something breaks or something important I can fix, but the everyday stuff is just getting a little annoying. I like to solve problems that I haven't solved before, that I don't know what the solution is to. I get really bored doing the same thing over and over again when I know how to do it and I know how it's going to work and how it's going to end. I really like to find the unusual problems that nobody else can figure out and work my way through them. It's one of the reasons I like diagnosing cars so much. You know, I got that fuel pump wrong in that Honda Odyssey. And a lot of people be like, oh man, it's going to cost me money and blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. I'm just excited that it wasn't the fuel pump, and I figured out it could be the relay, even if you test the fuel pump power with a test light. Who would have known? That's exciting. It's exciting to know. So I enjoy that kind of work. But I'm still doing my 8 to 5. You know, I still need that money. So, but it is what it is, and I still enjoy life. I enjoy meeting everybody, talking to everybody at work. It's just a lot of fun. Okay, I think we're about ready to flip this over. And they're not quite ready yet. They have a little while to go. We'll let them go another minute or so, and then I'll be back. All right, now I think we're ready to flip. Let me stand that there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're ready to flip them over. Okay, just take the tongs. You know, these chuck roasts will stick a little bit even when they're ready. Sometimes they get used to spatula to get them unstuck. Alright, now we'll close the lid and let them cook a little more. One thing about being on the carnivore diet is the less amount of trash that you create. Like, we used to fill up like 5 trash cans every trash day and throw away all these boxes and cartons and plastic wrappers, and now I just occasionally throw away a styrofoam package that my meat came in. Like less than 1 trash can we put out on trash day. It's amazing. So, you know, gotta be better for the environment, right? All right, I think we should be about done with them. We'll go ahead and turn this off, and then we'll be ready to pull them out. Oh yeah. So I got my cutting board and my Redmond's real salt. There's lots of nice fatty pieces in there. So now we have to add our seasoning. We take some Redmond's real salt and we salt the crap out of them. There we go. Now it's time to go eat. It's time to eat. That's that kind of smoky, charred flavor. And that aged flavor too. It's just lots of salt. That's good stuff. I'll show you guys kind of the garden I got going this year. I got my onions over here. I still do eat some onions occasionally. So I have some onions over there. I have a snake gourd here that I'm growing for somebody at work. I think this is a summer squash. It's supposed to be spaghetti squash, but this one on the end is looking like it's a summer squash of some kind. The rest of these are spaghetti squash. I still eat spaghetti squash very occasionally. I have some tomatoes, some Dallas Wilson Cubans and stuff that, oh how happy gardener. I might slice one up and have some salt and mayonnaise with it, but I really won't eat too many tomatoes anymore. Green beans, occasionally I might have a few green beans, but I have so many canned, I didn't really need to grow any this year. But these are just transplants that popped up in other parts of the garden from seeds that left over from last year. So I just moved them over here. Those are Kentucky Wonder. These are my County Fair cucumbers. They're a hybrid and they're genetically resistant to bacterial wilt from cucumber beetles. So they won't wilt and die, hopefully. And I still eat pickles, so I make pickles. So I'm growing some cucumbers. Over here I have two eggplants that aren't looking too healthy. They're just not doing well this year. I have some different little peppers. I might have a few peppers now and then. And these are my celebrity tomato plants. They're a semi-determinate. They produce a lot. So I won't eat the tomatoes, but I like growing them and I'll give them away. So this bed's mostly fallow this year. So what I have here is this is the seed that's coming from all of the mustard spinach, and you can see each of these seed pods will have a bunch of seeds in them. So I'm saving these and I'm going to harvest the seeds and have seeds for that, although I don't really eat that anymore. I don't know, I'm just going to save the seeds. And these two here, this one and that one, are my cabbages from last year. So these have to grow over the winter. So I had a hoop house with a heater over here for the winter. And these are my two cabbages that are in their second year that are flowering. And I will have thousands of seeds from those. Because cabbage seed's expensive and you can get thousands from one plant. This is my asparagus starting right here. It'll be a few years before I can really harvest it, but I got it started. I do like asparagus and I will eat that occasionally. But mostly for weeks and weeks at a time, all I eat is beef. And then occasionally I'll have a spaghetti squash. And I will occasionally have pickles with stuff. So that's where I'm at with my gardening. A lot of this will be given away to neighbors, friends, sat on a table out front with a sign that says free, whatever. But I enjoy gardening and I enjoy the workout and I enjoy watching things grow, even though I don't really eat them. You know? It's kind of weird. I used to think it was really healthy to eat stuff you grew in your own garden. It's not. All right, so now I've watered the garden. I got my little JBL speaker here. Hopefully that'll help. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and I'm gonna head down and I'm gonna go troubleshoot a car. I got my scan tool charged. I'm gonna see if I can take a look at that. I have to be to Planet Fitness by 11 to learn how to lift some weights, and then I'll probably have to come back and work on the car again after that. So fun times. It's about 9:30 right now. just went and lifted weights at the Planet Fitness. Wow. My muscles would be pretty tired. Wow. I learned how to do all these different kinds of stuff with my arms and the different bars and different weights and all kinds of stuff. I gotta kind of remember how to do that, but I think I'll get it. And I'm sure I'll see my nephew over here again, so I can ask him again if I have any questions. It was a lot to take in, and my muscles really felt it. Like I feel it all over in my back, shoulder blades, biceps, triceps, just everywhere. Yeah. And I can't lift as much as he can, that's for sure. You know, like where he was going up 45 pounds, I'm like hitting 15 or 20, like, oh, that's good. But I'll get there. All right, now it's time to go fix another car.